fit, they look strong. I expect a lot of them.
We've also seen the French pronounced or introduced Quincy I and Arnaud Gauthier Rat. They're already out here. And now it's time for Belgium, a big moment for Belgium in a tough draw. Dries Koekelkoren, 32 years old, and Tom van Walle, two players you'll know quite well, Christian.
Yeah, we practice a lot with them, and they're strong. Tom with a lefty, he has a big serve, so that's something to look out for.
Yeah, fast left arm van Walle. Yeah. And finally, two players that you will know very, very well. They've had a great season already. They're Dutch champions and also the King of the Court Dutch champions as well. They're coached, well, they're in your training group. It's Ruben Penninga and Jasper Bouter. And we have to keep an eye on these guys. They're growing.
Yeah, actually, I played with Jasper, and he's a big talent, young guy, and I expect a lot of them as well. They maybe can give the other guys a tough time.
Yeah, I completely forgot your partner from last year before. So interesting. Herrera, Gavira, well, they have 3 international wins, but they are the epitome of longevity in beach volleyball as we go to the card draw. The card draw is all about who gets or who draws the highest card. They will go straight to the king's end.
Yeah, no tactics here. It's just pure luck, I think.
That's how my life rolls. that's how I'm rolling the whole time.
Nice. The Belgians can start on the king's side. Let's see if they can make a big series starting there.
Look out for the French as well, because they're a main draw team on the World Tour. They've had some great performances on the World Tour, and they push the best teams in the world. Samoilovs and Smedins, who we've already spoke about, underneath the guidance of Marco Salustri now, who's the same coach of Karambula Rossi. As we do have a look here at the teams who are going into bat for this first round. Group A, Herrera, Gavira, Aya and Gauthier Rat, Samoilovs, Smedins, Penninga, Bouter, Koekelkoren and van Walle.
Yeah, if you ask me, I wouldn't put my money on this. Obviously, the Spain and Latvia are supposed to go to the next round, but to be honest, I'm not sure here.
And having spoken with Rich Lamborn up here, it's been interesting to see tactics. Lack of tactics. Can you make 4 game plans against 4 oppositions? It's crazy. I mean, what would you do with your experience, a player who's played at the world level for so long?
Yeah, it's interesting. You have 4 different teams, so you can make a game plan for this, and then you have the factor of time. Starting the game, you will have a different tactic than when you're up down 2 points.
So we are underway. King of the Court, Utrecht. It's our first big international event since March, and it's the southpaw of Van Walle that gets us underway. A little hook to the line from Belgium. Perfect start for them. Remember, 15 minutes per round. Top 4 go through, so after this round, we lose a team, and they're eliminated unless they are a lucky loser. Then if they are the lucky loser, they will be joining the teams that come 4th in the pool, who all go to play off for a place in the group stages at the weekend on Friday. Hopefully that was explained as straightforward enough for you, but that's where we're at, and it's a game of side out, Christian, and Belgium.
They're getting right into it. 3 points already, but the Dutch have a chance now. They take it, and let's see if they can do the same like the Belgians did.
Ruben absolutely loving it. Just good look, sees the blocker, goes over the top and scores.
Did you see that cheer? He was right away, beast mode.
This stadium's fantastic. You can fit 1,000 people here at this socially distanced stadium. The atmosphere is almost the same as normal, but it's safe.
Yeah. I was talking to someone about this. In Europe, the big football clubs, the soccer clubs, they have a stadium like built more upright, so it's more steep. So you have this compact setting like you have here.
Bouter fires, but it's just wide of the sideline. Team to watch out for. They won this competition in 2018. Herrera, Gavira. I mean, they're such a consistent team. Always around the top 10 in World Tours with a medal. How tough are they to play against? They're a good side-out team.
Yeah, obviously they do split block defense. Like you said, they're a big side-out team with a lucky serve of Tom here. They're a big side-out team, and they won in Utrecht. And what shows is they also have the best stamina. So the first 2 rounds, I think they are up to the same level or a little bit higher. And then the 3rd round, they are accelerating.
interesting because on paper they're the oldest team. So
Yeah.
it shows that it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they practice like 2 hours straight with only hitting balls, keep on going. Whereas we tend to practice a little bit shorter, like a little bit more explosive, but they are so fit. Age doesn't matter with them.
We're talking about the European champions in 2013, bronze medalists in The Hague as well in 2018. Herrera, Olympic silver medalist all the way back in 2004.
Yeah, like you said, he's getting a little bit older, but he started so early.
How old were you then, Christian?
I don't remember. What was the year?
2004, Athens Olympics.
I was 14. I don't even know if I started playing beach volleyball back then already, so I didn't hear from him until I came to the beach tour.
Well, scores, the pace has been really well set by Belgium early on. They're off to a flying start with 5 on the scoreboard already.
Dutch have a chance to go back to the King's side, take it. Let's see if they can up the same score like the Belgians.
Well, they're in your training group alongside Brouwer Musen, yourself, led by now Victor Anfelov,
Yeah.
Reinder Nummerdor as well. That's some training group, and it must be really competitive just to be in that training group on a daily basis.
Yeah, actually there's another team we will also see tonight. But we are with 4 good teams in Holland right now and practicing. So we have a lot of nice matches, just training matches, but high level already. So even though the Corona time we aren't allowed to play, we aren't able to play, we still have this high level of matches every day.
Fantastic. And beach volleyball from the likes of Nummerdor, yourself, Brouwer Musen, you've really taken it to a whole new level here, and it's such a popular place at Utrecht. It's almost the capital of beach volleyball in the Netherlands, and we're here for 4 days bringing you the best action. Great gig from Bouter over the far side on the left side, but huge blocking. You wouldn't have had your money on Belgium scoring 8 side-outs. Samoilovs and Smedins, big fat 0 at the moment.
Yeah. Same for Herrera, Gavira, and actually also for Gauthier. So it will be interesting to see. I think the Belgians, they can take it a little bit easy now. They're so far ahead, save the energy for the next 2 rounds, and let the others fight it.
That's interesting. Would that be your mindset if you can make 8 side-outs in the opening 5 minutes to say, okay, we can take our foot off the gas?
I think 8 to 10 side-outs you will be safe, especially with the others still at 0. Yeah.
Smedins, is there a better left arm than Smedins?
Not currently anymore. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Harley Marquez back in the day. Also a nice lefty, but right now Yannis is the top, I think.
Also loved King of the Court, Harley, back in the early days of King of the Court.
Yeah.
A legend of the game, that's Harley Marquez.
He played 2 years ago also with Ricardo, 2 legends. I mean, that's also before my time.
That ball's super wide, it's only going to the line, but the blocker goes in angle, leaves the line, and Herrera does the rest from the right side. This is Herrera Gavira doing what Herrera Gavira do really well, which is passing well, looking at the court well, and executing inside out.
I wouldn't be surprised if they go to 10 straight away now.
Look at this, 3 in a row. And they make it look so easy. Nothing too powerful. Everything is smooth, everything is accurate to good zones.
Ah, that's a bummer. Husband and wife?
Happens to the best of us, right?
Yeah, obviously now the Spanish showed it.
Yannis Smedins needing to score. This is interesting because Smedins and Samoilovs, they're in Norway last week. You mentioned it earlier in the program against the Beach Volley Vikings. Check it out online. It was a fantastic exhibition game bringing beach volleyball. And this is what they're about with Salustri. He's getting them jump setting every ball. Samoilovs was saying to me yesterday, our coach wants us to jump set every single ball. I don't know how that works if you pass 4 meters off the net, but we'll look for it anyway.
I think that's why they try to pass it so perfect like they do. I think they have a great ball control. They can many times they can pass it, so they have the option to go for a second hit or like a jump set. And they showcased it here. Unfortunately, Samoilovs hit it outside.
France score. But do you think that's the way the game is going? The smaller teams jump setting, using that 2-ball, running the ball around, making it difficult for big guys like yourself at the net. Must be difficult to keep an eye on everything.
Yes and no. I think it's what the issue is. If people start running, you get chaotic yourself. So if you stay calm, I'm already 211 or 212, whatever. If I go up there, I don't even have to jump that high to be at the same level. So it's certainly a strength of them, but I should be able to level it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because their philosophy is to make the big guy move around and make their eyesight be distracted by the game, but Samoilovs fires long. Big week for Latvia for the European Championships next week in Herrera. That's going to be something worth watching as well.
Yeah, interesting. We're halfway, and 3 points still at 3 teams still at 1 point. So they really have to step it up.
That's my sort of side-out percentages.
Well, maybe next year you can join.
I just give you the ball on 2 every time. Every time. 7 minutes left. Remember, at 3 minutes, it goes into a dangerous territory of missed serves start to matter. 3 missed serves when one team are at the king's end. Well, that counts as a point for the last 30 seconds. Every missed serve counts as a point. 2-ball from Walle. Belgium have been fantastic so far, but
big swing by Jasper. Nice to get back there. They're still on 1 point, and yeah, let's cheer for them. I want them to go to the next round.
Christian, you might be cheering, but we have to be really impartial.
Yeah.
Obviously up here.
Obviously, I'm cheering for everybody.
Yeah, and also Rich Lamborn is the same. We're the same. Yeah. Great from Samoilovs. That puts the Latvians down. Really lays out for that high line. Good feet, chips it back to the sideline. This is good.
Great pickup.
Okay, no jump setting here for Latvia. 4 meters off the net for Vóley-playa. Stepping around quite early, Spain defensively left the line open. And I mean, the problem maybe for Herrera Gavira is not siding out. It's maybe actually getting down to the king's end in the first place.
Yeah, I think they are side-eye trained, so as soon as they are there, they should be able to get some points. But still, they have a big serve as well, like Tom van Walle, who just unfortunately served in the net. They have a big serve, they can get there.
But Belgium are chilling.
Yeah,
they are,
like they should be.
They are taking it easy back there, laughing, having a great time because they're on 10 points. 5:19 left on the clock here in Utrecht. Pablo Herrera, one of the greatest that has ever graced this game. Dummies the line, steps back on the angle, but just off the body from Samoilovs is really strong. Tight set, Knuckle had to come out.
So far they're better on the third hit than on the second hit and on the jump setting, so maybe that's something to keep an eye out for them.
Keeping it a bit more simple, but
yep.
France, some turn from Gauthier. I mean, this game is just getting more and more physical.
Yeah.
Big guys coming out, serving absolute whips from the baseline. Chance goes begging for the Dutch hit. France are on 2, Spain on 3, Belgium on 10. That's the story so far, is that Belgium are cruising the first round here in Group A. It's the opening phase, day 1. Smedins will rip another serve. France are in system, they're passing really good, but diving into the angle. Samoilovs, low, late, good pressure.
Not the highest blocker, but he's a smart guy. He can be both digging and blocking, like you've seen here. He's a smart guy. He knows when a big guy hits, only chance for him to block it is either the steep angles. It's not the high balls, so.
Smedins on 2. That's the Bouter. Big serve. Gets the Dutch at the king's end.
That's a shame.
Big shame. Penninga just passing slightly off the net, out of rhythm. Difficult to find a point-scoring swing.
Yeah,
passing a bit bright and a little bit off.
They're looking a little bit nervous to me.
or maybe we saw it with Risa Schön and Katja Stamm in the last round. Also slightly tentative at times. Played some great volleyball though.
It would be a shame to have both Dutch champions go out right away. I mean, they have such great potential. Let's hope we can see more of them. But they definitely have to pick it up right now because they're still on 1. Next up is 3 points. So
you set that tight. Janis Smedins will eat it for breakfast, lunch and dinner. Very good from Smedins. Jump setting, quick inside ball, well seen. Chance in transition, no way. Some rally this one, Dutch really paying attention. Penninga this time, jump set, Smedins. Persistence pays off for Latvia, but also really good from the young Dutch guys.
Yeah, and actually you see 2 jump sets right now. The blocker was away. They played him to the side, and still it was a hard time for them to score it.
Inside ball that was played quick was seen by Pablo Herrera, and sometimes those quick plays really limit your hitting options and your angles that you can hit. So Herrera lines up really well, and he gets the block.
Yeah. So if you do this quick cheeky play, and the blocker is still right in front of you, then you have a bit of a problem, I think.
And also against the smaller blockers in world volleyball, like the Pablo Herrera, they'll move quite fast. They'll be able to see you.
And what I think the small blockers have the advantage that they are quite low when they start blocking, and when they come up, it's like last moment you see them. For me, it's too late. If I hit angle and I don't see the blocker, it's coming up, bam, I get it stuffed right in my face.
So what's your mindset through there? Stay as high as you can?
Yeah.
And try and go over?
Yeah, go high, fast, and basically pray sometimes, pray.
Yeah, I do a lot of that.
Nice cut shot.
You just see Spain is settling into it. 1 minute left on the clock here in Utrecht. It's huge because Belgium, Dries Koekelkoren and Tom van Walle have started really well here. 8 side outs in quick succession. They've moved on to 10. 40 seconds left, and it looks as if France are going to be the first team eliminated. Samoilovs and Smedins on 7.
I think that's actually a correction. Dutch team is still on 1. France on 3, so I'm afraid the Dutch team will be eliminated here.
Absolutely my bad. I thought that was a 7. That's my mistake.
I was hoping for that as well, but
you have to keep hoping. It looks like France will be going through to the next round. My mistake. And there's 8 seconds left. Smedins on 2, seen from France. The backspin knuckle is good. Fade away set. Smedins on the turn brings the opening round here in Utrecht to a conclusion. And wow, fast-paced, great first round. And unfortunately for the Dutch boys, they just couldn't find rhythm. They couldn't get the first pass into a good zone, and they're unfortunately eliminated unless they're the lucky loser.
Yeah, that's the difficulty with this. The first round with 5 teams, you have so little time to make a play, to get the point scoring going. So unfortunately for them, but good job to the other guys.
Some very good work from the other guys. Herrera Gavira won here in 2018, looking solid, but Dries Koekelkoren and Tom van Walle surprise package really with that great start. We thought it was all going to be about Spain or Latvia. It was all about Belgium.
Yeah, it's still the first round, of course, so we have to keep an eye out for that. We saw that at the women's as well. Ludwig Kozuk, they were cruising towards the final round, and there they really got it. They secured the win there.
Yeah, they were just taking baby steps early on, and then they really found their rhythm. They were really, really solid.
I mean, it might have something to do with the experience, and that's the same for Latvia and Spain here as well. They're experienced. They know they don't have to win the first 2 rounds.
I mean, we have European champions in Herrera Gavira. We have European champions in Samoilovs and Smedins. We have teams who really know what it takes to score points consistently, but also under pressure.
Yeah, they know when the big points are, so...
We're just going to head down to hear from Ruben Penninga and Jasper Bouter very, very quickly with our courtside team.
Yes, Ruben and Jasper, I see disappointment in your face. You became a Dutch champion a while ago. How much is this a big difference to the way you played beach volleyball before King of the Court?
It's hard to say because with the Dutch National Championships we were in a flow and we were confident and we were really looking forward to this tournament and it's a big disappointment of course. It was really tough in there, like the atmosphere was really great and we really wanted it and we really had the chances on the King side and I think we went for it, but yeah, it was just not good enough.
Seems like you didn't get access. Was it the factor time, stadium or just the performance of your opponents?
Yeah, good performance of the opponents. They made some good block defense plays on us when we were on the King side, but yeah, still, we could have done better.
Yeah. So don't be too disappointed. You still got that sneaky little chance. How much are you praying for it tonight?
I hope so much that we get the spot.
Okay. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, confirmation, the first team to have the cross by their pictures. Unfortunately, the home team of Ruben Penninga and Jasper Bouter, they were very disappointed, Christian, and they're just hoping that they get that lucky loser spot.
Yeah, I actually like it that they're disappointing. They're showing they're not coming here to become fifth. They hate it. They want to go through to the next round, and yeah, that's what you need to get better. And you want to win here.
Well, now they're waiting for a little bit of luck to go through to the next round because out of the fifth place teams, there is one lucky loser that will go through to the next stage. But now it's the second round of this opening phase, and we really do have some world-class teams on show. Herrera, Gavira starting to serve, and well, Koekelkoren and Walle, they won the opening round, so they are kings the second time in succession. First time was due to the draw, but this time is due to good work. And the left-hander, Walle, accessing good angles, taking it early.
Nice fade away, so his body moves to the right and he hits the ball to the left, so smart play. Another lefty scoring here for France.
It's been quiet for Quincy Aye and Arnaud Gauthier from France, but they're knocked out at their first time at the King's End as well. So the game is going to move very quick. Herrera, Gavira are at the King's End. Remember, missed serves don't actually count until we're in the last 3 minutes. Even then, there has to be 3 missed serves whilst one team is occupying the King's End for the point to count. And in the last 30 seconds, missed serves do count. So it's clutch time, missed serves count. France once more. Belgium back to the top of the leaderboard. Now away from the body. It's really good. And Belgium, again.
Yeah, it's incredible. I think it's also smart to go make a big scoring the first few minutes of the rounds. Wow, big block by Yannis here.
Sets off the net for Koekelkoren, but at the same time patient in the delivery of the blocking from Smedins. Really good eyes from Yannis Smedins.
He saw it coming, he jumped a tad later, and he got it.
How much of blocking is about your eyes? Is such a high percentage of what you see and then you react?
Yeah, I always say the blocking game is a game within the game itself. So I like to have this competition of blocking against the opponent hitting. It's like a whole tactic you have to figure out, and I like it a lot. Big serve here by Tom.
Absolute rattler of a serve from the right side. Belgium teeing off. They look relaxed, they look composed. And for the Dutch, maybe this environment, the situation was a bit too much with some pressure, but the Belgium look like they've got their slippers on out there and they're pretty comfortable.
Yeah, let's not forget the Belgium has some good results as well. Semi-final Europeans in 2018, if I'm not mistaken. They have the level. They can They can maybe look at it like a dark horse here.
Yeah.
They can top it. They actually, especially in this form.
They've also won the Baden Masters in 2017, so they've won big events. It's not, especially now, like playing on the CV European Tour is like playing on the World Tour. It's the same level. Europe is a big player in world volleyball nowadays.
I think so too, yeah. That clipped the line, nice big serve by Tom again, and back to the king side for them.
Van Walle has really come out, pushing hard from the baseline. Belgium are getting rewarded. We've got 11:37 on the clock. Belgium is still in control here at 2 points, and they just keep siding out for fun.
Yeah, like you mentioned as well, so far missed serve was still no point, so why not go for it?
I mean, a question here for you, Christian, being the biggest blocker in the world of beach volleyball. There's a few at your height, but you're the biggest. Is the matchup good here for Belgium? Because they're not playing against the big blocker at the moment. Does that work in their favour? Because they're not the most physical team on tour, but they are physical, but the blocking that they're playing against isn't the highest as well.
Yeah, I think that can help them for sure, yeah. On the other hand, you can... I know they are smart as well against the big blocks. Like I said before, if you are up against a big blocker like a small player, make sure you go for this block you know you can block. Don't go for the high ones, go for the angles, and then you get a chance.
Smart off the hands, that's 2 in a row from Koekelkoren. And they're just having fun with it. You look, they're smiling, they're relaxed. You can see they're having fun because everything they're doing is really relaxed and really smooth. And what a wider play over the top of the block. 6 to Belgium.
Yeah, so far I would be smiling as well if I would be Belgium. They're playing nice, they're playing calm. Big pass here. Oh, and they're being lucky, that helps as well.
That's how you know it's your day. Yeah. When those ones start going your way. It's definitely your day. And in Utrecht, it's all about Belgium so far. Free ball. Herrera, Gavira, what have you got from that center area? Got a high line and great vision.
Yeah, that's their strong suit, I think. They have great vision, especially Gavira. He knows exactly what's happening on his other side. He doesn't have the height like the big guys, but if you have the eyes like a Riviera.
And you can see quite deliberately at the bottom of the jump, the players are having a good solid look at the court, and then they're trying to have a look on the way up as well, right? And Herrera, Gavira are very much too, that are so good at that. Watch out, Samoilovs from the left, wrist away from the body. Latvia on 2, looking for 3. Once more, that standard up and down game is working for Latvia quite nicely.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Using 6 meters of the court to set, making sure there's space, making it tough for the blocker. Tight play, Samoilovs all over it.
Again, the same for Samoilovs. Not the biggest guy, not the biggest blocker, but he's smart. He knows what balls he can block. Off the hands here by Smedins. Smart play again. Game I had to forfeit. I will be trying to play the Europeans, but it's possible that I have to withdraw there as well. But I will go for it anyway. Afterwards, we have no tournaments, we have no games. So yeah, what if I get injured again? Then I've still plenty of time to recover. So.
And how has this whole period been for training? Has it been hard to stay motivated for you and the players competing out here, or is it quite easy? You said your training group is very strong.
Yeah, I think that's fortunate for us. In Netherlands we have these 4 big teams that can compete against each other, have big games. Also we went to Germany when it was available, so they practiced also against the German teams with I think 8 top teams in total. So we had a lot of games, practice games still, but on a high level, so that helps a lot.
Smedins just misses the 2 ball, but look, Van Walle is on absolute flames with his spin serve once more. Husband and wife on the baseline, pick a better one than that today.
Well, he clips the line left, he clips the line in the middle. Only thing missing is a diagonal one.
More smart, more smart blocking, you're calling it. Pablo Herrera diving into the angle super late.
Smart play, smart play. This is the eyes of Gavira. He sees this. He sees the defender in the diagonal. Easy line shot. close to the line as well, so it's hard for the defender to dig it.
You just see it as soon as the camera came on that his chin just drops down. It's poetic from Gavira, so smooth. So smooth.
So that's the real obvious one. You also have the peripheral vision where you don't actually look at the defender, but you can still see it from the side. You still see the defender somewhere walking, and you can help it to influence your decision.
I mean, I guess it's not something, I wouldn't know, but I guess it's not something that you really need to see the whole person and the details. You just need to know where they are and have an idea.
Sometimes it's just seeing a jersey run to the line and then easy ball to the diagonal. I have the same issue. Just go high, then it's all your problems are solved.
I think it's easier for you at 2 meters 11 than it is at me at 167.
Yeah, or jump a meter.
I think my dreams of that are well and truly over. That's for sure. Wider plays. This is new from Herrera Gavira. I'm going to be honest, I've never seen them start to play the ball wide and have multiple sets. So maybe this is something that they're working with Fran Marco now as their head coach. Maybe it's something that he's bringing into the players to maybe widen the net a little bit and create some more angles for them.
Yeah, I think it helps them create another possibility of hitting the angle. Steep angle. Also for the big guys, they have to jump in further to the diagonal, so they lose height as well. So that's, I think, a smart one. Belgium back on the King's side.
5:26 left here in Utrecht. We've been treated to an absolute volley fest here in the opening one. Belgium again go over the top of the block. Very good decision making. But with 5:14 left, remember at 3, the serves start to count. If there's 3 missed serves in one team's visit at the King's Court, that's a point to the Kings themselves. Last 30 seconds, anything goes from the service line. If you miss, well, then it's a point to the team at the King's End. But Belgium could go back to back here. Remember, the teams that qualify here, Christian, are through to the group stages anyway. The team that loses take 4th place and they're into the playoff, which at the moment it looks as if France are in that spot now. I got it right this time after missing it the first.
Yeah, that's fine. I think, since they're all through, they can also take this time to learn for tomorrow. They'll change up here, but so not everything works tonight, so that's nice to know.
Well, it's nice to know that Belgium are human at the end of the day. Yeah, they are human today. Just trying to call the change in the offensive play. That's good from Samoilovs, showing the line, chipping the angle.
Once again, the easy up and down, they tend to score more of those than the cheeky plays.
You'll have to talk to Marco Salustri later on. Big advocate of this game. Jumbo!
Ouch,
First one of those that we've seen, the Lion King padding away on the Jumbo in Utrecht. That's what the crowd came to see, Christian.
Yeah, we were just waiting for a roar. I didn't actually see it, but it was probably there.
So good so far. Belgium back where they belong at the moment. Koekelkoren from the left side goes on the cut shot. 2 ball coming from France, but Belgium are on everything. It's dynamite out there. Oh! 2 jumbos in 3 plays. Christian, are you entertained?
I am definitely entertained. I would be screaming at my defender if this was happen, but it's a nice ball.
You played with Numador for a while. He's king of everything around.
It wouldn't happen to him.
Yeah.
I hope. Cruising at 12 points, Belgium, so.
Van Walle has just really accessed maybe one of the sharpest angles we've seen all day.
I think it was on 3 meters or something. It's incredible.
And it's sort of off the body a little bit as well, like away. Like it wasn't straight through his hitting line, his body line. 238 turns to 237. Belgium have run away with this. Gauthier and I look at each other a little bit puzzled because it hasn't really worked for them. They're way behind, but there is a chance, a small chance, if they can get down to the King's End, that they can rock Herrera and Gavira.
They need just 3 points, that's it.
And we saw earlier with the Swiss girls, they made 2 or 3 side outs right on the whistle, right on the buzzer, and that changed everything. Samoilovs made so many blocks.
Yeah. So this is the chance for France. Get it.
France! They've taken their opportunity with 150 on the clock to go to the King's End. Great dig on Samoilovs. Saw that combination coming, the quick inside ball, made the defensive play, and Gauthier made the transition. It's eye from the right side, heavy.
He does the same. High ball, hit the ball high, so right on top of the block of Herrera. 1 point for them. 2 to go.
Heavy swing.
Yeah.
Serves don't count yet. This is
The first in a row.
crazy time. If they miss another 2, it's a point for France. Latvia, well, you would say that Latvia are clear. Samoilovs from the right side looking to put the ball away, and he does. Twice in a row, or twice in quick succession, he comes in straight, brushes it back, and Herrera, Gavira, they're smiling.
Samoilovs was pointing to him. That's for you, my friend. That's for you. Actually,
camaraderie.
they could have been smart there. Give the point to France because Latvia's already safe. They can decide who they want to bring to the next round. I mean, it's a little bit of a cheeky play as well, but
also it's quite a quick time frame to come up with stuff, I guess, within your head and within its working. France, this is surely their last chance to get down to the King's End and unsettle the rest of the draw. There's the dig. Gauthier with a great set out of system. My word, play of the day. And now this is a huge chance because it's Spain on 3, challenging the Kings, France on 2.
And every missed serve is a point right now. First the side out here.
Clutch from Arnaud Gauthier.
So this is it, match point for them.
And Spain could be heading to the playoffs. Latvia need to do Spain another favour. Twice in a row. Who do they look at?
Now
they look straight back to Spain.
So now we have to see what's the longest stay. It's equal.
So who?
I think Spain is fortunate to have the first time. They have the longest stay of 2 or 3. I think the first.
So now for anyone who doesn't quite know the rules, it goes down to who scored the most points in a row at the King's End. So the longest stay. Dramatic. But if I was Spain, I would be taking Latvia out for dinner this evening to thank them very kindly for scoring 2 big plays.
Yeah, let's wait first. I'm not entirely sure who's in for the next round. And obviously the players are also not sure. They're talking to each other. Oh, nice serve. Also showing your body to the diagonal and your arm back to the line. Big serve. Nice serve.
Almost baits the service reception unit into that cross-court ball before ripping them back to the line. Oh, it's devastating for France. But once more, King of the Court provides us with so much drama.
Yeah,
Get down to the wire. Scores are tied. Herrera, Gavira, they're 2 of the coolest customers on tour, but they must have been a bit nervous then.
Yeah, they're not out. They will be in tomorrow for sure. It's just for this round. It's maybe for positioning for tomorrow. It's interesting. Let's see if they are the same smart as Ludwig Kozuk.
Yeah, well, in theory, the team that finishes 4th goes through to the playoff round regardless. So it's another round before you make it to the group stages on Friday. So it does make a difference in terms of being able to stay in the competition but have to play off again. The top 3 teams who are confirmed now will be going through to the group stages on the Friday. So Pablo Herrera, Adrian Gavira, Samoilovs and Smedins, and Koekelkoren and Van Walle from Belgium, who have won. They've dominated this
twice.
So far, twice.
Yeah. Tom taking an extra banana. Maybe that's the secret. He's absolutely hammering it down. Big serves, both lines.
We're just going to head down to hear from France, who unfortunately were eliminated for the time being, sent to the playoff round. They're with our courtside team.
Yes, guys. 4th in this round, but you got another ticket to the playoff round. Can you tell us what happened in this round?
This kind of tournament, and everything is happening so fast. We don't have time to think strategy. It's hard. You just go and play. We missed some actions when we had the opportunity to score more points, and I think they won when we were tied because they stayed longer on the king side. So it's something we didn't think of during the game, and we're just happy to be here actually. So let's try tomorrow for another chance.
Yeah, so there are a lot of different rules than with the normal game. How does that work in your head during the plays?
It's different rules. We don't used to play with this kind of rules, so it's a little bit tough at the beginning. But after it was okay, and I think we missed the opportunity, not because of the rules, but it's new.
And it feels good to be back on the court after such a long time?
Yeah, it does. It's amazing, especially in an area like that. Like everybody's cheering, there's some music, the DJs are great, and the crowd too. So we are very happy, and we are here to enjoy. So that goal is achieved already. And
perfect. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Well, the second team to be eliminated are France's Herrera and Gauthier Rat. It's unfortunate for them. They played so well. They felt Christian Varenhorst that it was a lot of fun. They're here to enjoy it, but also a missed opportunity.
Yeah, they had the chance twice in the last 2 minutes to. They were on the King's side, and they did make it. So it's a shame, but we'll see them back tomorrow.
Okay, here we go. Volleyball community. Are you ready for the third and final round of Group A? It's the first round. All three teams are through, but now they're battling for the golden ball that in the women's competition was won by Lara Ludwig and Maggie Kozik. But it's Belgium again who are looking like they could be the favourites for this golden ball. World-class trio is Smedins.
He claims it. Did you see it? He serves the ball, gets it back high. He says, me. I know I can make it. And he shows it.
Smedins has been around for some time. Obviously won the Olympic bronze medal. It was iconic for Latvia when Smedins and Plavins won that bronze medal for Latvia in 2012. Some team, some player.
Good for them. Unfortunately against our Dutchies, Numero Schel.
Another fantastic team.
Yeah, great game as well to watch. Netherlands was up 1-0, 16-something. And then Latvia, they battled back. They took it.
A missed serve from Pablo Herrera. Smedins Samoilovs are at the King's End. Running this more flamboyant two-ball jump set. Flip the ball to the reverse stick, run it to the pin, do whatever they want, but they haven't always passed as well as we've seen in the past today to run that offense all the time. But back to the line goes Spain, and for the first time I think Herrera Gavira, we have a chance to see them side out. It doesn't seem like they've spent a lot of time down this end, but as we said before, they're so good at siding out that once they do get there, they'll make those plays.
Yeah. And this is the first round. This is the final for them. They have the experience. They know this is the moment that it counts. And Herrera shows easy ball down the line, still scores.
But also, if this was a poker game, that pass from Herrera would be a 2-7, and he still manages to find a solution to win the hand. Like
he made a full house.
Yeah, he made a full house with a 2-7.
Yeah. Clipping the line there.
What you have to appreciate is they're not playing physically. Everything is really smooth to good areas, like good arm swings, like nothing.
They're on 3, so like I said, in the final, they know when to show.
Gavira this time comes in on an angle and just works it off the outside hand really smartly. Pass is good from Herrera Gavira. They are on a roll. Off the chin of Smedins. Maybe off the chest as he starts to do a bit of a Casey Patterson on the backcourt and start to pull some shapes. Guess who's back?
Yeah, Belgium is back. Big
Belgium is back.
But actually, the Spanish are leading now, so they have to step it up right now.
Remember, this is more about the winner than it is about the loser. The first 2 rounds is all about seeing who's going to get eliminated, but now it's about who wins the golden ball. The golden ball means extra prize money, but it actually means that you get a wash in a future game. So in the next round, the winner of this round will be able to play a point of their choice again.
Nice. Didn't know that. Nice addition.
How many times do you wish you had a golden ball?
Oh man, so many times. I remember a certain final in the Netherlands. I wish I had a golden ball there.
That was one of the biggest games, one of the most entertaining games I've ever seen.
Yeah, you said it right. It was the most entertaining game to watch for you. For us, it was a dramatic end.
I can imagine, only can imagine the feelings after, but now you look back probably with surely immense pride of that whole competition and what you achieved.
Absolutely, yeah. It was all up to the final. It was a great tournament, and we also played a big level. And the final, I think, the only thing that was wrong with it is we didn't win it, but it was perfect for the spectators, for beach volleyball in general, I think. So, yeah.
And it's now a very, very big sport in the Netherlands. Clubs everywhere, even in Den Haag, in The Hague, it's a big sport. Here, it's a big sport. It's catching on.
Big tournaments. Europeans was here also 2 years ago. King of the Court had the session 2 years ago and back again this year, even during Corona. So.
Absolutely. Van Walle again unloads. His left-handed spin serve has been electrifying all evening long. And Herrera Gavira, though, once they find their rhythm, they are a tough nut to crack. Let's put it that way. Off the top of the hands this time of Samoilovs, but the antennas come into play, so there's means that the Latvians wriggle their way back down to the King's End. Koekelkoren will now serve. Wicked serve from Koekelkoren. He served line to line there. He hasn't got much room to error.
No.
And it's pinpoint accuracy.
Koekelkoren, Tom did a little bit less of a job, so.
Out of system this time for Herrera. Great vision. Pause it away.
It's like, I mean, I hate the word, but this is experience. He knows where the free space in the court is.
It's a big game of angles and vision. And if there's somebody who's learnt this game, it would be Pablo Herrera. But that time, he just leaks the ball over the net, and Samoilovs is back to serve.
It was one of those big serves by Tom again, so. He brings the heat on those serves.
How amazing is it that you can just have the same server the whole way through the game?
Yeah, actually they changed it up before, where Dries had the line-to-line serve. So he took 1 ball rest, and then he came back at it.
I would also, you think if you're spin serving 15 minutes, it's a long, big ask.
Yeah.
Samoilovs once again. Disappointing for Latvia because it doesn't matter. They're already through. They've done the hard work, so to say. But the golden ball will be key, and also finding rhythm is key, and finding the confidence in these early rounds.
Yeah. I think sometimes they need some time to adapt to the level of play again, or the competition format. So I wouldn't worry for them. It would be nice to win the round still. They still have some time. It would be nice to win the round, but yeah, they're through to tomorrow. So.
Van Walle, great setting. Koekelkoren does the rest. Once again goes away from the body. Something that's certainly been added to his game is how good he goes away from his body. Passing back in, well, sort of out of system, but it's a wide play. Go to the pin. Chip high line.
Chip high line, and again, aim small, miss small. This was so close to the line. Not much room for error.
And almost Samoilovs and Smedins just got Samoilov and Smedins by Belgium running the ball wider, going high. Yeah. Something that Samoilovs and Smedins do an awful lot of.
Like this again. So the further you go outside, the bigger your angle ball is. So
absolutely. The extra width makes it easier to access all the angles. Cross court, same again. Oh! Jumbo knuckle, Van Walle.
That's a hat trick here. We've seen 3 now, right?
3 jumbos in one session.
3 big jumbos.
This is why King of the Court is special. 10, 5 needed for Belgium. They have 5 minutes 50, 4 needed for Belgium. If we get to 15, it's game over.
So they're looking good.
I mean, if they win this, I can't wait to hear from them from our in-venue team. Just,
I mean, it's not there yet, but they deserve it. They dominated the first session, they dominated the second session or round, and they will dominate this round again.
for me personally, I'm looking forward to when they have to face some of the bigger blockers in the ladder rounds, maybe the Anders Moles of this world, players like that. But for now, like, they're dominating and dictating everything. Into great passing areas once more. Passing has also been good for Belgium. It helps them run the offense.
Actually, I think that's where they won. The passing setting is so on point, so they have the whole court open to play.
No passing that one, Christian Barenhorst.
Yeah, that's commentator curse.
Yeah, well, welcome to the team. If I had a penny for every time I've cursed somebody, I'd be a rich man. Back set this time. Line's open, but it's a bit rash.
So finally, Latvia on the king side. Let's see if they can spice it up.
Yeah, let's have a look. Smedins on 2. Oh, Koekelkoren. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Belgium.
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, Latvia, how many times this session have they had the second hit or the jump set? It doesn't score them the ball right now.
Do you think they're losing a bit of aggression in that third touch?
I don't know. Maybe it's not as accurate as they can be. I mean, for now, I would say just play the stand-up 3 ball, and they're still good attackers. They can do both. So
they're so good. They've been around so long. They've done. I think they have the most World Tour wins from a European team ever in 13.
Yeah.
And it just shows what they've done for the sport and for Latvia as well. But at the moment, Spain and Belgium are 2 really to watch. Van Waller's jump serve once more.
Yeah, so Latvia for sure is not going to win this one anymore. It's about Belgium and Spain. Let's see. Belgium can win it here. Just 2 points needed.
Koekelkoren from the left side. Has he found the tape is the question. No. Belgium are out, but they're sure there might be a touch here. Samoilovs owning up to nothing.
Yeah, he's taking his hand in front of his mouth and grimming.
But Samoilovs now in system from the center. No fast plays this time. Waiting patiently and very still is Adrian Gavira. Samoilovs plays blocker, plays defense, they split block, they do a bit of everything. And if you leave him a little bit of line, he might just take it.
He likes that line. He likes to use those hands, tool off, or just hit it straight down there. And
2 aces.
Van Walle. I don't believe it.
Is he king of the court? Like 2 aces in a row, 1 down the center, 1 back to the line. Some show here, absolutely. King of the court is delivering. There's 2 minutes 11 left, and now Belgium have match point to go to 15 and just stop the clock. Hey, we'll finish here, shall we? Belgium have been so good, serving aces and siding out with ease. Van Walle the target, out of system. This to seal the deal. Belgium have won Group A in Utrecht. People were talking about Latvia and Spain, but Christian Barenhorst, Belgium have been brilliant.
Like I said, they dominated round 1, they dominated round 2, and they dominated round 3 again. It's all deserved.
What do we learn from Belgium's performance that other teams will be watching and think, hey, we have to be a bit more like Belgium?
Yeah, I think especially the first rounds, it shows that they started strong, so they have an easier time. They're not under time pressure. They're not under the pressure of scoring points. They, like you said, they were even smiling. They were having fun up there. And the third round, actually, it wasn't like that. Spain started a little bit bigger than but they came back maybe because they were so, were so excited and loose.
but they're going to be very, very happy with that result. Samoilovs and Smedins, the Lion King doesn't look too happy there.
No, I mean, you've talked about it, the second balls, the jump sets. It's something they practice, something they're good at. Unfortunately today it didn't really show yet. But they sealed the deal, they're on to tomorrow, so they have another chance.
Something that they're pushing to play as often as possible, but today it just didn't quite stick for them. There is Janis Smedins, there's obviously not smiling either, so obviously some talks going on down there to see what's going on between the Latvians. We'll have to pay a bit of attention, but King of the Court here in Utrecht, well, that is the men's and the women's Vóley. Great performance from the Germans in the women's, but also now Belgium. And we're going to go down and hear from Belgium now, who should be very, very happy.
Boys, congratulations. I mean, you won it not by time, you won it by points, and you probably won it by service. Can you just feel the temperature of your shoulders, partner, please, one time? Wow. You hammered everything out there. Is that the new way of playing beach volleyball?
No, but it's our way of playing beach volleyball. I mean, sometimes you just feel when it's going right, the toss is perfect, and then you go. And that's what resulted in a lot of aces and a lot of chances for side out.
Seems like King of the Beach is the perfect format for you, right?
Yes, it's perfect. I didn't have to do so much in defense, so great.
Yeah, maybe see what's up in the next. This is actually the golden ball. You earned that, you deserve it. Congratulations. Any plan about it? Do you know the rules exactly?
Yes, you have a chance to do for a do-over. I mean, when it's really tight at the end of the game, then you can place it and you say, okay, let's try it again, because we really need this side out or we really need this serve. So maybe it's even better for us now.
With you guys, I believe you're the first team who picks it for a serve. Okay. Congrats and good rest, boys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Well, Christian Varenhorst, what a great start to King of the Court.
Great start. It was only session 1. We have 3 more to go, and then the next phases. So I'm looking forward to it.
Well, thank you very much for joining us. Joy for Belgium, and we'll be back at 2020 local time. But from us, for now, it's goodbye. But what a start in Utrecht.
Ja, im Vergleich zu, ja, okay, aber